All right, guys. Happy Monday, October 27th on the a couple days away from us having Halloween, spooky season, all that, trick or treating. I'm looking forward to that. But I'm excited to be here. I miss you guys. It was a whole week off. Typically, we don't take a whole week off of coaching, but with travel and anniversary, I had EXPCon and then I had my anniversary. So I made a decision to take last week off. But I certainly missed you guys. I got a lot of stuff to pour into today. And so we're going to kick this thing off. We just got back from EXPCon in Miami. If you're not part of EXP, it is okay. We don't talk about EXP all the time. However, we're probably going to talk a little bit about the takeaways from that amazing event. So let's do this. I'm going to have somebody bring us out on the field on this amazing Monday morning. That person's going to set the tone, set the sentiment. No, Erica, will not be you just yet. She's like, this son of a gun. He's probably going to call me. No, I'm going to let you slide on this one. But Cortez, I'm actually going to go to you, big dog. I'm going to have you take us out on the field on this amazing Monday morning. It was great seeing you on stage, great sharing energy, time, space with you, and being able to see you do your thing out there. So, Cortez, I'm going to have you bring us out on the field on this beautiful Monday morning. So, go ahead and let's roll. All right. Well, we have to help Cortez find his mute button
Oh, I'm
this
available
morning.
today too. Okay. I'm exhausted as well, so I think I was snoring last night as well. I definitely was whooped, but I would say this morning it was so many takeaways, but I'm gonna use this time to say what if, that was something that I took away from EXPCon is what if, what if you made the calls? What if you recruited agents? What if you just whatever it is that you want to be, what if you did that? What if you took the choices to take those actions each day? What would that look like 6 months from now? What would that look like a year from now? So take this meeting, be optimistic about it, and see what everybody has to offer. That's all I got.
Let me ask you, my friend, what is that what if for you? When you look 1 year from now, man, we're sitting, just getting back from probably EXPCon next year. Like, what does that what if look like for you?
That what if looks like for me is just start actively recruiting agents more. Just double my production. I've doubled my production the last 2 years, so I want to double it next year as well. And just be a better person. Like for some of my what ifs is like, what if I did read consistently, right? I do read. I mean, I probably read about 6 books this year, but what if I did more? What if I did knock on more doors? What if I did make more calls? What would be the results? So,
Mm.
yeah.
Well, my man, he was looking good in his pink suit one of the days out there, on stage doing his thing. So, man, from my lens, I'm just really, really proud to see you out there doing your thing, walking in your purpose, speaking your cause. And so it's exciting seeing you out there on the yacht doing big things, man. That's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. So I appreciate you being here. I'm going to go over to Brandy. Brandy attended her very first EXP Con. Would love to get some takeaways from you, where your head's at. Go ahead and share your thoughts and your sentiment with the group on this beautiful Monday morning. So, Brandy, let's go over to you.
Oh my gosh, EXPCon was fire. And I'm trying to like hold my energetic so my neighbors don't hear like the energy right now. But
Let
it was
it rip, homie.
no, I don't want to blow the speaker on my phone. Like I already cracked the screen this morning. But no, like EXPCon was seriously probably one of the best experiences that I have had, especially one of the best experiences in the last 4 years. And I will say, I mean, I have so many takeaways. Like we would be here all day, and I don't want to do that to you guys. But one of the biggest things that I keep thinking about is qualifying yourself and being so proud of the room that you're in. Like me and Brianna had a moment where we walked in one of the sessions and we were talking about everyone we had seen. And I was like, oh, I haven't seen Kenny this today yet. And all of a sudden, like no joke, it couldn't have been planned any better. That all of a sudden we look up and they're announcing Team Fast, #1, and all the stats and stuff. And there goes Kenny. And we're like, oh, and just to be so proud that I'm a part of that. Like we are a part of that. And if you're on this call and you're not a part of that, I feel bad for you. And we invite you to be a part of that. Yes, this is like agent attraction right now. So holler at your girl because we're on new levels. And I will be your biggest cheerleader ever. But to just be so proud to be in the rooms with other people that just all want everyone to level up. They want to share the wisdom. They want to walk alongside you. Like, I swear, I haven't popped in. I've never thought I would slide in someone's DMs until EXPCon. You know how many DMs I'm sliding in? I'm like, I don't know if this looks good or not, but I'm just saying, like sliding in people's DMs, hey, I met you at EXPCon, and just trying to see like what's out there. And like Cortez said, what if? What if I
Mm,
keep sliding in those DMs? What if I get responses? What
mm,
if it leads somewhere? What if all of a sudden my business blows up? What if this mom is able to tell her kids, guys, we're having the most amazing Christmas? Or what if this mom gets to buy her own house? Like, what if, like, the sky's the limit? What if I now set my kids up for their future? So, Cortez, that was probably one of the best, like, takeaways is what if. And I had a thought, like, words are so powerful, and the what if, and Elias from, like, you guys, let me tell you, Elias on the stage, if you think he brings the heat now, like seeing my coach, our coach, I don't have the poster here, but seeing him on the freaking stage, feeling that vibe, like, oh my gosh. And I felt like I bought a ticket to go see my favorite celebrity. And words are so powerful, and it doesn't take that much. And going back to my first sentiment on qualifying yourself. Do you guys know how I got to EXPCon? I qualified myself from the conversations I made showing up in rooms that I am here today. And sometimes it doesn't take but just a couple words. Elias stood in that stage and he said, I am. I swear he could have mic dropped right there, and that would have been more powerful than any. I mean, honestly, I thought his session was probably the best session ever. And I'm on these calls Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I can never get sick of hearing I am with the mic drop. So words are so powerful, and it only takes a couple. So if you have a sentiment or a takeaway, place it, even if it's two words. I am. What if? Qualify
mm.
yourself. Show up. So
Brandy, I appreciate you, and you guys, if you spend any time with me, sometimes it's hard to hear those types of things when someone's, gives you praise. It's you guys, I'm just like you. I literally sat in the back of the room last year and I said, why not me? I asked myself that question, why not me? Why am I not the person that's going to be on that stage? Why not me? So what do? I'm going to show up. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to own my visibility. I'm going to stand out in the sea of sameness. All the things that I ask of you guys to do, I do myself. And so I'm never fronting. I'm never going to front and say, oh, do this. And I am not a walking epitome of what I want for you guys. Like, I want to be an example for my team. I want to be an example for the people that coach with me. But like, damn it. Like, I didn't come from anything. I didn't have anything handed to me. Just like you, I worked my ass off and I'll continue to work my ass off. And to be in that room, 4,500 people, you guys, it was like a defining moment for me in my life. I'm overwhelmed with emotion just even thinking about that. And you guys, it was 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes, but that 10 minutes is going to carry on for so many more months. Give us visibility, give us opportunities. And so, Brandy, I appreciate your sentiment. Let's go over to Cortez and we'll go to Brianna and then Jess. And we're going to switch gears on this conversation. I don't want to stay here too long, but I had to mention something about it, you guys. It was such a meaningful day. Let's go, Cortez.
Yeah, I want to double on what Brandy said about like just proximity, like being part of Team Fast EXPCon. It could get you in rooms. Sorry, I did go in the fast. I didn't get a ticket to fast forward because I knew I was going to be busy that day, but I tried to catch it at the end, and they said, "You got a ticket?" I said, "I know Elias." They just kept walking in. They let me in, but Team Fast is super super good to like be part of that team, especially there when you see like everybody just knowing. I talked to Leah on the last day. I said, Elias introduced me to you last year, but I didn't know who you were yet. So I reintroduced myself. He got a good laugh out of it. Just to have a CEO like that, just to be like right around us, not acting different, it's pretty good experience.
Yeah, my man. Well, he'll definitely remember you and you'll remember him. for from now moving forward. Let's go to Brianna, or actually, let's go to Jess and let's go to Brianna. And I see Vernon on here as well, my man. We'd love to hear your thoughts, takeaways, contributions. So let's go.
Me, Jess.
Yeah, Jess Bling. Yeah, that's right.
Good morning, everybody. I haven't seen you guys in so long.
I know. We're glad you're here. Oh, hold on. Let's pause for a quick second. 59 people on a Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Give yourself a giant round of applause, you guys. That's what's up. That's what Keep It Moving is all about, you guys. I got chills right now. Jess Bling, let's go over to you, my friend. Let's hear what you got. Thoughts, sentiment, share your insights. Let's go.
I've learned that, sorry, I'm losing my voice. I've learned that with events like this, I don't take 100 notes anymore because I think people are going to take that shit and then throw their notebook in a cupboard and you're never going to see it again. So one habit that I've built is to either take my cell phone or a notepad if they give you one, and just 3 to 5 things that I can implement in my business today. I don't really take advice from people that have like 7 or 8 layers between them. I'm looking for these sessions that have top producing agents that are making 3, 4, 5, $600,000, because those are closer to my business and more of things that I can implement immediately to start getting those results. So, one thing that really stood out to me was Mike Sherrard. If you guys don't know who he is, he's one of the top agent attraction people that creates YouTube videos with EXP. And something that he said to me that stood out so much is he goes, I see the same fucking people every year that are like, this is my year, I'm going to do it. Then he sees them the next year and they're like, this is my year, I'm going to do it. Then he sees them the next year and they say, this is my year, I'm going to do it. And guess what? They never fucking do it. And so it gets to a point of, when are you going to hold yourself accountable? When are you actually going to do the things? When are you going to stop letting yourself down and implement these things? And then lastly, your net worth. Your network is your net worth. I personally want to make multiple 6 figures. I've made 6 figures in real estate. Now, how do I double it? So one thing that I was really trying to do is network with more agents in EXP that are doing those things. And I found a good solid 3 to 5 at this convention, and I'm really happy about that. So implementation, my 3 to 5 nuggets I've already sent to my assistant. That shit's already rolling. Like this week, we're already getting all of those nuggets in place and we're getting them moving. Ophelia and I actually sat together because she was my roommate, and we, in our notepad, picked those things that we were going to implement in our business. And we've started our accountability together on Tuesdays that we do. We've been doing it for the last couple of months. So every accountability, every week. Hey, from this list, what are you doing? From these things that you said you're doing, what are you doing? Where are you? How come you haven't done it? Like, that's the type of energy that I'm on. Me and Patrick from the team also have accountability. Our call is in about an hour. And we're doing the same thing. I don't want any more excuses. I want to get my shit done, and I want to be around people who are doing the shit. People talk a lot and don't do shit. And you can tell by their numbers and the things that they're not doing that they don't do shit. And I don't want to be around that anymore.
Let's go. Let's go. Jess, I appreciate it. It was really good spending some time with you, just on a friend-to-friend level. She got to hang out with my wife and I. We cruised around in a convertible. We did cool things. Like, we went to the Versace mansion. Like, who are we? In a linen shirt. Your boy was in a linen shirt.
Guys, we did this on a Thursday. Okay. Sometimes we take for granted that time is our biggest fucking asset. Real estate has afforded us the opportunity to not only go and be better people and build our businesses, but to be in a Versace mansion on a Thursday, having brunch next to the water, watching this man get in and out of the pool 15 times wearing his Versace clothing, right? Then Friday, I had the luxury of working from a beach, drinking virgin piña coladas. Like, we take that shit for granted. The more that we do the shit we're supposed to do, the more we can afford ourselves to do things like that. I don't know about you guys, but for my life, I want more of that.
That's right. That's right. Jess, it was really good hanging out with you, spending some time with you, laughing and just having a lot of fun, talking business, obviously, but more importantly, just being human beings, having a lot of fun. There's 4 words that I spoke about at Fast Forward Movement Conference, and I want to share those words with you. And I feel it's important every single time that we come together that you guys write this down, you remember this, you speak it as your mantra. I will act fast. I will act fast. Right? So we talk about condensing time. We talk about all the things that you want to do. Well, I will act fast, meaning I will implement fast. I will do these things. I tell myself, I'm going to do this one thing, then Like move, go and do those things. This business is going to reward those risk takers, the ones that are saying, you know what, it's not perfect, but I'm just going to take that step. The video wasn't perfectly edited, but you know what, I'm going to post it anyways. That's who is going to get rewarded in this business. You sitting there thinking about all the things and getting ready to get ready are not serving your life. Somebody else is doing it imperfectly, and they're smoking the people that are sitting there thinking about all the things that they're going to do, or just talking about it and never being about it. You guys, this business is going to favor the people that are bold, the ones that step up, the ones that take action, the ones that are visible, the ones that are showing up. I promise you guys, you will get noticed. I promise you. Let's go to Brianna and we'll go to Vernon. We're going to shift gears. Brianna, I know you have a lot of things to say. You were excited. She was our spirit animal. These ones had a friggin' picture of me printed. You guys are crazy. Crazy. Let's go, Brianna. What do you got for them?
You cannot let a former cheerleader and a cheer mom come and watch their coach and not come up with an idea. Like, I mean, there ain't nothing that Walgreens can print. I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
And no, I did not have any idea of the effect that would have. It was purely just to be funny.
And it certainly was.
You know, we took little Elias with us to many places. He had a matcha. I don't know if Elias drinks matchas, but little Elias had a matcha.
Okay, go on.
Anyways, I challenge everybody to put EXPCon on your calendar next year. That was a freaking experience. I have so much to take from it. I can't even put it into words. The what if is big for me because I almost what if didn't go. I almost what ifed my ass right into not going with all these negative what ifs. And then I said, yeah, what if I do go? What if something amazing happens to me? What if I grow in my business? Like, stop with the what if negatives, Brianna, get with the what if positives. And I did, and I went, and I have so much, just so much that I'm going to implement in my business. So many other goals. Like, I'm going to get on that stage, maybe not next year, but I'm going to be on that stage. I can't remember her name right now, but she told the story about her family and her dad selling drugs and being this international weed smuggler. And she just told this story, and the way she was telling it, I was just like, wow. Sometimes we hide our past. And I feel like that's what made me who I am today. And I want to eventually share that story without crying. And I want to get on a stage and I want to tell people that, you know, the little hood girl can become something and be on a stage and inspire people.
Well, Brianna, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm only going to speak for myself. You're already inspiring people. You're already inspiring people, and I'm one of them. You see, I remember when you came to Hayward and I said, I'm going to have you talk and come up here really quick. And her face turned bright red and she spoke in front of, she's like, you son of a bitch, I don't like doing that. But like seeing how much you've grown, how comfortable you are in the networking spaces, seeing you out there working the crowd, talking to people, meeting people, laughing, having fun, taking notes, connecting with people, sliding with Brandy in the DMs, making connections. That's what it's all about, my friend. That's what it's all about. And so I'm excited. And if this platform serves as the first place, and I'll say this to everybody, if this platform, Keep It Moving, serves as the first place for you to do a keynote presentation, to share your beautiful story with some pauses, to collect yourself, get emotional, find your center again, and keep rolling, my friend, I'll give you the mic any day of the week. If you want to take over, Keep It Moving, and share your story, and this goes for any of you, if you have something that you feel everyone else needs to hear and the masses need to hear that, then you let me know. And by all means, my friend, by all means, you take the mic. And if this serves as a proving ground for you, then so be it.
I will say, Keep It Moving has changed me. I remember the first time I got on a Zoom, I was so nervous. And every once in a while I get a little shaky, but I feel like every time it's getting less and less, and I can talk through the shaky. I can suck back the tears. Like it is just changed who I am. I remember trying to do spark hire was so hard for me. It took so long to get on a Zoom and look at myself and record myself and get through that. And now easy peasy. I can hop on a Zoom, no problem. Speak in front of all of you. There's 59 people on here. I'm speaking in 59 people.
63, homie.
63 people. And I don't even feel nervous. I'm not even scared anymore. I know this is being recorded. I just challenge everybody. Speak on Keep It Moving group coaching. Get in rooms that you never thought that you could be around. Shake hands with people that I never thought I would be with. I was in rooms with more money than I've ever been in my entire life. And I did that shit. I earned that ticket. I took that risk and no regrets. Watching Elias on stage is inspiring. Being around everybody, the amount of laughter me and Brandy did that entire week is like soul healing. So I'm so thankful and full, and it was just amazing. Ophelia, Jess, everybody, Cortez, just everyone, Vernon that I spent time with, it was just amazing. So I challenge everybody to put EXPCon on your calendar next year. Let's really show up Team Fast and put ourselves in rooms that we deserve to be in.
Man, I appreciate you, Brianna, and I appreciate the energy and the sentiment. We're going to close this part of our conversation with Vernon in a moment. But I was talking to a friend. He's just like, man, love what you're doing, love what you're doing. And I'm looking at him. He owns 1,000 doors. Okay, imagine that portfolio of homes. He owns 1,000 doors. And he's like, man, I'm so inspired by what you guys are doing. I'm like, bro, well, thank you. I want what you're doing, right? I want that for my family, for my kids, for my daughters, for my mom. Like, let's have that conversation. So those are the types of rooms that I want to be in. Like, if you're macking at that level and you're giving out Cuban links at the event, bro, where are you at? 1,000 doors? Let's have that conversation because that's all about building wealth for our families for generations and generations. So I'm going to go to Vernon. Vernon, let's share your thoughts, your sentiment, and then we'll shift gears right after your contribution, big dog. Let's roll.
And the beautiful thing is about EXPCon is, Elias, what you're explaining, the type of profile of people are exactly who we have an opportunity to rub elbows with. So first, man, Keep It Moving is the environment that has developed me to be who I am today and where I'm going, period, the end. And so, Elias, that's a sentiment to you, bro. Kudos to you. I was like a proud brother in that damn, I know you heard me, let's going from, I know you did, because I'll make sure that everybody in that bitch heard me rooting for you, right? And you crushed it, inspired me. I know you were a little nervous, but you did not allow those. You rocked that shit, bro. You had that whole auditorium on their feet, screaming at the top of their lungs, me included. And I was truly inspired because I'm looking on the stage like, yo, that's my brother up there, like rocking that shit. So, man, great job to you. Still in 2025, the operative word is still showering, and I know you know what that means. And you're walking in that. EXPCon's probably going to be different next year as it'll be in Salt Lake City, Utah, as opposed to South Beach, Miami. But I still encourage you to attend because the experience is going to be the same, I hope. But yo, if my sentiment would be this, take the time to invest into yourself. When we go to these types of conferences, and it costs, this is not a company paid event, $800, $1,500 a ticket, depending upon what room you're in, a week of Airbnb and hotels and black cars taking us everywhere and tickets to this party and that party. Take it from the point of view of it's an investment in yourself. And that's how I looked at it. So this is my first EXPCon, and I'm glad that I went because of the relationships that you can establish. Life is one big network, and it's not what you know, but more importantly, who you know. So being in the Fast Forward Movement Mastermind, where 33% of all of EXP's production is in that damn room. And Elias is in the middle of the stage, emceeing the entire event. Those are the types of relationships where Leo leaves the general EXP con and comes into the Fast Forward Movement space to spend 20, 30 minutes of intimate time just with us in this closed room. Had a chance to be, I don't know if you all have ever been on a yacht, much less a $40 million yacht, but our Black EXP network hosted the exclusive Black Excellence event. Cortez, shout out to you. If you're not connected to the Black EXP network, if you don't know about it, we have launched a Bay Area chapter. I would advise you to plug in. We did it big, $40 million yacht, South Beach, Miami, in the middle of the water, partying for 3-4 hours. Very exclusive. It was a great time. But more importantly, my sentiment to myself was, if you're going to spend $2,000 to go to Miami for a month, for a week, to pay for these tickets and so forth, what is my objective for going here? My objective was to establish 3 concrete relationships that I can further a conversation around working together with teams and individuals before leaving here. And that's exactly what happened. So look at it as an investment in self and commit to yourself to leave with some outcome. And man, watch how your life changes. It's I'm still numb. Because like you, Elias, although on a different level, this was a pivotal experience in my life. And I'm super grateful for it. So that's my sentiment. Get in those rooms, establish those relationships, and invest in yourself.
Man, I appreciate that. And I was just thinking about this, Vernon. I was thinking about, I paid for opportunities to get into these rooms, to invest in myself. You know, somebody's putting it on credit cards. Like, I paid for opportunities in order for me to be paid in opportunities.
Yeah.
Exactly. So think about that. I paid for opportunities in order for me now to get paid in opportunities.
Yep.
And by the time I left Miami, somebody asked me if I would be their keynote in Boston. I've never been to Boston. I said, absolutely. Heck yes, I will be your keynote in Boston. But I paid for opportunities to now
get paid
in opportunities.
Damn right.
And that's how it works, you guys. You get in those circles, you start meeting these people, and it's incredible. And I want to share this with you guys because we just launched something really cool at Fast Forward Movement. If you guys aren't able to go to the mastermind today, we're going to cover some of this, but I wanted to share this with you. So Fast Forward Movement, for the guests that are on the line, is the mastermind group that we're a part of. These are what's called our upline in EXP. Well, last year alone, you guys, that group, including us at Team Fast, we did 119,000 transactions in just that group right there. And that equated to over $55 million in closed volume. Now, this isn't EXP. This is just Fast Forward Movement. So I want you to think about this. If Fast Forward Movement was an actual brokerage, they would be one of the top brokerages in the entire world against every single brand out there in the United States of America. So I want you guys to think about the proximity, why it's powerful, why it's important for you guys to get to the Monday masterminds, for you to get to the master classes at 11 o'clock on Mondays, to be a part of the generals group, the lieutenants group, to be a part of the single producers, the leading ladies, Espanol, all the events that happen within Fast Forward Movement. This is not done by theory. These are people that are producing at a high level and they're sharing their blueprints. You see, other companies don't allow silos. Well, we most certainly do. And the silo that we've created at Fast Forward Movement has been the best of the best and will continue to be the best of the best. So I want to encourage you guys to lean in. If you're on the team, look at the calendar, 10 o'clock, and you look in the notes section, the password is in there. Yep. So if you're ever thinking, I haven't attended the 10 o'clock mastermind, Pacific Standard Time, it's in Slack. It's also now on the calendar. So you guys, really, really good stuff. Like I said, I missed you guys. I'm going to get right into some things right here. I'm going to pull up my screen. Boom, bam. We are in. All right, cool. I created this new little graphic for us so we can have something different on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday. And look at Evelyn. Look at Ross, look at Kelly, look at Hugo. So Move the Needle Monday, you guys. Obviously, we're always talking about what's going to move the needle in our business. And I want to share this with you. I think it's imperative to share this, especially coming off of what we're coming off of. You're hearing everyone's contributions from the event. The most dangerous habit, getting used to average. You see, my friends, I view myself as being extraordinary, right? There was a time in my life where I lived average. I made average moves. I did things that barely moved the needle forward until I got right in my mind. You see, it starts small. Lowering your standards just a bit, skipping one goal, saying it's fine when it's really not. Then one day, mediocrity feels normal. You stop dreaming big because comfort feels easier. You stop trying harder because no one else around you is. And before you realize it, you've built a life that doesn't challenge you, just sustains you. Okay, it's safe, but safe can quietly kill your potential. Average isn't peace, it's quiet surrender. Demand more from your days, expect more from yourself, push when it's easier to settle, because the second you get comfortable being average, you stop growing, and that's where everything good begins to die. So I want to encourage you guys to look at the things that you're doing. Like, would an average person do this right now? And if the answer is yes, then you have to say, what would a champion do right now? What would somebody that is extraordinary do right now? Would they take it up a notch? I knocked on 20 houses. Is that average? Yeah, because what would a champion do? A champion is going to go smoke you and they're going to knock on 100 doors before 11 o'clock. Average is putting out 4 signs an hour before your open house. A champion is going out at 9 a.m. and putting 20 signs, and they're making sure they're getting that early crowd from 9 to 11 o'clock when nobody else has their signs out except for the champion. You see, I want you guys to challenge yourself and ask yourselves, are you living average? Or are you doing things that are making you extraordinary, making extraordinary moves and living exponentially, not just doing the average? Because listen, you guys could stay there. Like it says in this quote, it's comfortable, right? That you could sustain your life. But how many of you on this call right now want to live a life of being average? Raise your hand if you just want to be okay being average and being comfortable and having a so-so type of life. I certainly don't, my friends. I certainly don't. I'm willing to take some chances and go big and go all in, work crazy amount of appointments in one day, but that's what I'm willing to do to take my life. And that's what I want you guys is be able to look at your life and say, where am I playing small, and raise up that level of intensity. So let's do some quick reflection really quick, you guys. What's one commitment you keep breaking to yourself, and how will you finally honor it today? Listen, if you've been on these calls and you're not making content, if you're not following up, if you're not hosting open houses, if you're not knocking on the doors, if you're not sending the emails, like, what are you waiting for? What is the one commitment that you keep breaking to yourself, and how will you finally honor it today? Because if you don't trust your own word, neither will your goals. Let's keep cruising on. Who do you need to become this week to match the future you say you want? And I'm saying this week because it's Monday, right? Who do you need to become this week to match what you say you want to become in the future? You all can close your eyes right now, and you have dreams and aspirations of doing something bigger than where we're at right now. We all have thoughts of grandeur, living a life that will provide for ourselves, for our family, for our moms, for our aunties, for our uncles. Like, what does that look like? And how would you need to show up today to give that homage, to make sure that you're paying the pride, or giving it the pride and the care and the consideration that it truly deserves? Actions reveal identity. Identity shapes your destiny. Stay with me. What result must you create this week to walk into Sunday proud? And what's the first domino you'll knock down today? You see, when we talk about moving the needle, it is Monday, you guys. My intention is to make sure to give you the mindset, to give you the thoughts, to give you some inspiration to go out there and knock down that first domino. So when you think about it, when you're looking back at Sunday, like, damn, this week was a success. Well, if you were to start that today, right now, what does that look like? What is the very first thing that you need to do? The week deserves a win with your name on it. Own it, name it, and make sure that you guys are very, very clear on what's going to move the needle in your business this week. You guys with me so far? Give me a thumbs up. Give me an emoji on the screen. Cool. Let's continue on. Switch up the colors, you guys, on purpose. There's a book out there that I want everyone to read, and I'll put it in the chat down below. Judith, if you can just grab it, it's called The Purple Cow. This book is going to help you understand how to differentiate yourself in the sea of sameness, how to find ways to express who you truly are as a person. Let your bling fly. This is the type of book that allows you to tap into your intrinsic qualities, to make sure that you look at the things that you're doing, saying, you know what? Could I find what I'm posting on social media on someone else's page? And if the answer is yes, then you are not a purple cow. You are just doing what is normal, right? I know for a fact you can go on my page right now. You cannot find that content in anyone else. That's mine. It's me. It's expressive of who I am as a person. If you like it or not, I don't really care. It's mine. It's mine. And I've grown over the years by just staying in my own lane. Let's talk a little bit about this purple cow. Boring is invisible. If your marketing blends in, you don't compete, you disappear. Average equals ignored. You see it every single day. When you're scrolling on Instagram, you get that one person, that one video, that one thing, that one image that makes you stop, because boring is invisible. And I always say, when people are bored, it's because they're probably boring people. Well, I'm bored with social media. I don't know what to put. Like, find whatever creative juices that you need to go out there and express it. Listen, your real estate stuff, and I'll say it from now until the end of time, I'll scream it from the mountaintops. Real estate can be super, super boring. But my friends, no matter who you are on the screen, Erica, Cassie, Carlos, Lesmore, Mohan, Brandy, Shrey, none of us are boring. But what we do is we try to fit into a box of conformity, and that, my friends, is boring. Remarkable means worth making a remark about. I absolutely love this. Remarkable means worth making a remark about. Design messaging and experiences people feel compelled to share. You see, if you're posting a bunch of stuff and nobody is sharing that, maybe they don't feel that that message is important enough for them to share. So create content that sparks some type of thought, some types of interest, some types of emotional reaction, right? Design messages and experiences people feel compelled to share. You're just sold and coming soon, an open house might not be that, but something that you share about your culture, something you share about energy, about the mind, about, emotions might be something that somebody shares. You might do a green screen today that talks about something that's happening in the market that people want to share, but you have your voice, your opinion, your vantage point on that. Does that make sense, you guys? Remarkable means worth making a remark about. Stay with me. The smallest audience matters the most. Market to the niche first, the ones obsessed enough to spread your story for you. This is why when you're thinking about the markets that you serve, whether it's Antioch, whether it's Walnut Creek, whether it's Berkeley, whether it's Oakland, right? If you dive into those communities, I promise more people will start to be like, oh, he's the guru there. He's the expert. She's the expert. She knows a lot about the condo market in San Francisco, whatever the case is. Market to the niche. Different is better. God, I love this. Everyone claims great service, but find the purple streak. What is uniquely, whoever just unmuted themselves, can you put yourself back on mute? Whoever that is. Thank you. Find the purple streak. What is uniquely you that they can't ignore? And I want you to really think about this. Mine is my energy, my passion, my discipline, at times my humor. That's my thing. Like nobody can do what I do because I do it my way, right? And that's the thing you have to, if you're feeling forced and contrived, like you're probably not doing what you truly, truly feel that you can do on social media or any other type of marketing, print, written. You're probably forcing it and you're not in flow. And so you feel like your creativity is stifled. Different is better, you guys. Find the purple streak. What is uniquely you that they can't ignore? So the last one on this vein, you guys, innovation is a habit, not a campaign. Innovation is a habit, not a campaign. Standout brands continually push edges, test, track, tweak, and repeat. And I want you guys to think about this. As we go into, obviously, we're in the fall season now, and then we go in November, then we go December, January, February. What you're doing throughout the year is you're looking at your year in 12 months, and you're saying, what type of things can I oscillate throughout the year to make sure that my brand is fresh? I'm innovating. I'm taking AI trends. I'm taking things that are happening politically in my area, what's happening culturally, events that are all these things that are happening, saying, you know what? How can I do this? Or create something to stay innovative throughout the entire year, right? It's like switching up your headshots 4 times a year. You're keeping it fresh. You're keeping it spicy. You're expressing different seasons. But what we do is we tend to get stuck in doing one thing the same way over and over and over again. That's why I love this. Innovation is a habit, not a campaign. You should be constantly looking at your business, looking at the next quarter and say, what can I do differently? How can I switch some things up? Now, your foundation will always be your foundation. It'll always be your core. Your principles will always be your core. But how are we doing things differently from an innovative standpoint? You see, you should test yourself. And I love that it says that. Push edges, test, track, tweak, and repeat. These are the types of things that are going to keep your marketing fresh. You need to think about these things. You got Thanksgiving on the horizon, and then you have Christmas and the holiday season, New Year. Then we go into January. Then we go into February, your Swole Mates campaign, the things that you're going to be doing for, for what is that, Valentine's Day, all these things coming up. So you got to think about, how am I going to be innovative in the next couple months? Make sense, you guys? And if you don't have this book, get the book. It is a powerful, powerful read, short, sweet, to the point. How do you stand out in a sea of sameness when everyone's out there is trying to conform? Now, go to the board. If you guys are here and you're a guest, what we do every single Monday is we go to the board. And all we do is, on a piece of paper, we write a quick little square. And in that square, the only thing that fits are your numbers. How many phone calls you're going to make, doors you're going to knock, emails you're going to send, how many videos you're going to drop, how many stories you're going to create every single day. Like, what are your actual numbers? It's Monday. You should have a plan. The things that do not fit in that box are your stories, your bullshit, and your excuses. This is purpose driven. Every single Monday, you guys should have a notebook, and you should be able to go back. Oh, Monday the 27th. Okay, cool. Did I hit that? No. What stood in my way? Am I ready to recommit or do something different? Cool. Every single week, you should have this written down. So go to the board. No stories, no bullshit, no excuses, and just be very clear on what's going to move the needle in your business this week. Make sense, you guys? Good? All right, cool. I want to share something with you really quick, then I'm going to get some key thoughts and key takeaways from the group. And I want to share some upcoming things that are happening within EXP. Now, listen, if you're not EXP, which I'm looking around the room, most of you are, except for our lender partners, but I want to share this with you guys. Let me go here. I'm going to do present mode here. All right, cool. All right, let's close this, and I'm going to go share, and I'm going to go present. All right, cool. So I made this morning. All right, so here's a quick recap. Obviously, you heard from Brandy, you heard from Vernon, you heard from Brianna, Jess, and Cortez. But this is what's going on in our company over the course of the next few months. And so here's a quick recap for you. As our business is developing, as AI is becoming super, super, involved in our day-to-day, what EXP is doing is rolling out something called Mira. It is your new AI business assistant. So if you want to track to see who's doing the best in the company, if you want them to give you a quick download of how many sellers you have worked with this year, how many buyers you have worked with, what is your GCI currently, what is your GCI over the last 12 months, they'll be able to provide that for you. Take a look at my schedule, organize things. You guys, this is going to be a game changer. It is powered by chat and open AI, and this is your ability to truly, truly have an AI assistant to make your life even more easier to manage, so you guys can go out there and continue to do what makes you best, which is shaking hands and building relationships within the community. Part 2 of this. I thought about you, Otis, and I thought about you, Gary. So this is something that is monumental for our company, sports and entertainment. So what EXP is now doing, you obviously have to have the designation of luxury, but I would highly recommend that you guys pay for this. But now we have a whole brand, we have a whole brand kit marketing that is exclusive for the sports and entertainment consumers. The NBA stars, the NFL stars, the traveling athletes out there, the people that are actors, like that need somebody that's going to really work with them, higher profile listings, higher profile sales and buy side. This is a really, really cool addition to who we are as a company. So I'm going to drop this down in the chat just in a second. You guys will be able to apply for any of these things that are on this deck. EXP Hub, one new internal communication service platform built by founder Glenn Sanford. The reason why we're doing this is that the entire company wanted to migrate into Slack. Well, we only had about a 35% adoption rate into Slack. And so Glenn said, why don't we just create our own? Create something that people are going to be a part of. It's easier to communicate with. It's easier to find old messages. It's not as clunky. And so EXP is now going to be doing something called the EXP Hub. More information to come on that. You'll also have the links. Now, you guys have Canva paid for by EXP. And what's cool is that now you guys will be able to build your own brand kits. So right now you don't have an ability to build your own brand kits and your own colors and your own schemes. Well, these things are already, are going to be able for you to build and customize your own brand kit, which is part of you being an EXP agent, which I thought was really, really cool. More information to come on that. New Agent Accelerator. This is an AI accelerator course, 8 weeks. It goes into the woods on how to create, how to use, how to optimize, how to adapt to all things that are AI. You guys can sign up for this. So I'll make sure to drop this in just a second. Here's some big announcements of where we are going in the next couple of years. We're Cape Cod, or Cape Town, Paris next year, Vancouver, and then EXPCon will be in Salt Lake City. Global referral platform. I'll just cruise through some of these things. And then international expansion. They just mentioned Romania, Netherlands, and Luxembourg. We are continuing to grow our beautiful company. So that means that we have opportunities worldwide to connect buyers and sellers, to connect referral partners, and make sure that we are the go-to place when people are thinking about relocating nationally as well as internationally. And we'll leave that for later. But where bold moves meet big moments, you guys. This was just an event that really, really pushed where the industry is going. And you know what our president said? He said, listen, we want to be the 800-pound gorilla in the industry. He's looking at the industry 5 years down the road, and what he's thinking is that there's not going to be too many of these small little mom and pop shops. What's going to happen is you're going to have the big players. We're going to be there. Compass will be there. Rocket will be there. Zillow will be there, and probably companies like Real. But at the end of the day, you guys, we are the 800-pound gorilla in the market. We are the company that is profitable. We are the company that has lower overhead. Why? Because we don't have brick and mortars throughout the nation. We don't have to worry about all these positions. We are very lean and very nimble. So what it allows us to do is to focus more on you guys as individual agents. What can we do as a company to make sure that you have the best in class tools, services, support, coaching, AI training to elevate your business? And there is no better place to be. And he said he is down for that battle. You put me in the ring with anybody in this industry right now, and our company will go head to head. And I believe that with certainty and conviction. We are the 800-pound gorilla in the room, and we ain't going nowhere. We are more profitable now. We are more educated. We have an amazing leadership team. And then we have all of you out there in the trenches building the great gospel of this company. You guys, there's no better time to be where we are. And if you're not leaning into all of the benefits and services and tools that this great company offers to us, lean in, lean in. Because when you silo yourself, when you sit on the outskirts, when you don't show up to events, when you don't come to meetings, when you don't come to masterminds, you're going to feel like you're alone. And my friends, that is your fault. Because if you feel like you're alone in this group, you've done that shit to yourself. Because there is so much damn support around you. All you have to do is surrender and say, I'm here for some support and help. Can you help me? And I promise you, someone's going to reach their hand out and say, I got you, bro. I got you. But you have to be willing to swallow your ego, to surrender to all the possibilities that are around you, and get out of your own fucking way. There is so much built for us. But if you don't show up, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I want to encourage you guys to show up. I will act fast. Why not me? And show up for yourself and for your business. So I'll share that link down below. That way you guys have that. But I'm going to go to you guys. I'm going to get some thoughts and some key takeaways from you guys. So I'm going to share this in the link down below, or excuse me, I'll share the link down below and I will allow view access. All right, cool. Boom. I'll put this down below. So let's do this. Let's go around the room. Let's get some key thoughts and some key takeaways from people on the call. I'll go over to Alexis. I'll go over to TT. I'll go over to one of our guests to see where her head's at. It's Cassie. You'll be up next. So Alexis, TT, Cassie, and then Gary. Let's go. Alexis, you're up. Key thoughts, key takeaways.
I like the I will act fast. I think that's really important in our business, whatever it is, the follow-up, just the making the calls, showing up, door knocking, open houses, being in this space of like showing up every meeting. I think that's really important. I've learned that from my brother. So just hearing the same like iteration of it means that how important it is in our business to act fast. Like I held an open house yesterday and I'm gonna go on my phone, shoot a little video, thanking them for showing up to the open house and how I can assist them and build that lead and build that connection to nurture it. So yeah.
Of course you are. I love that, Alexis. Good stuff. Let's go, TT. TT, give me key thoughts, key takeaways, and then we'll go Cassie, we'll go Gary Archer. And if I have room for two more, I'm gonna get you guys involved. Let's go, TT. What do you got for us?
Sure. I absolutely love all the energy from EXPCon. I'm fired up. I'm excited to start changing things, changing some habits. Key takeaway: what if when Cortez mentioned what if. So I'm like, what if something amazing happens, and stop being scared to just step out of the comfort zone. So that really hit home for me. And actually, a lot of things hit home, but I'm fired up. I'm sending emails right now, following up with everybody that I chatted with over the weekend. So thanks for firing me up.
Well, TT, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for your contributions and your smile as always. Let's go over to Gary Archer. Gary Archer, give me one key thought, one key takeaway from our time. I'm sorry, Cassie first, then Gary Archer. Excuse me. Cassie, nice to see you. Have we met in person?
No, we have not. I was actually recommended by someone.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I think this whole session has been very inspiring. You know, I'm just getting started out, so I have a lot of like the what ifs and a lot of those things holding me back. So it's inspiring seeing all of you move past those what ifs and push forward. So yeah, I thank all of you for sharing.
I love it. I love it. I'll make sure that you have access to that, Vernon. Let me see if I can unshare it. I did let me see, share, can view, can edit. Okay, cool. Vernon, I think I fixed it. Let me just make sure. But Cassie, who referred you to us?
It was Miriam Cruz.
Okay, cool. You tell Miriam I said hello, okay?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. All right, Gary, let's go to you, big dog. Key thoughts, key takeaways from our time together today. Let's roll.
Man, Monday, my favorite day. I will act fast. I think it's very powerful. It's one in its own to remind you, don't let perfect ruin great. Like, don't let incomplete ruin something that's done, right? Overthinking something is really damaging, right? Especially when you have successful people around you. It kind of puts you on a thing where you want to overanalyze your play. You're like, nah, just start playing. And then the people on the field are going to adjust your play for you, right? But if you're not playing, it's not going to work. And something else is define your message. Like, know who you're talking to. Because if you're talking to everybody, no one's listening, right? Because that's what everyone's doing. Define it. Pick someone. Make some people feel like you're really talking to them. And some people feel even offended that you're not talking to them. Like, how about me? How about me? Your message needs to be loud. And you said something earlier. You and Vernon said something about, it's not what you know, it's who you know, right? I want to take it one step further, guys. When you take that purple cow method, it's not who you know. It really comes down to who knows you. Because a lot of people know a lot of people that don't know them, and it doesn't help them one bit. So if you know someone, you want to become the person that they know as well, right? So that's powerful. And I just want to thank everyone for their time.
Man, I appreciate you, big dog, and I appreciate that perspective. Let's go to one more final takeaway. Rosanna, I'm Elias. I don't think we've met face to face. How you doing, my friend? Rosanna, take yourself off of mute. All right, we're going to move on. There you are.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yes. Oh, nice to meet you. It's my first time with you guys. I'm very impressed. Yes. And wow, I'm so excited to keep moving with you. And I just was talking to Kelly, because she recommended me. And so, oh my God, I'm here with you. So I have a lot of expectations.
Well,
Yes.
Rosanna, we really appreciate you being here. Thank you for being open-minded. Hopefully you and I could connect sometime this week, but you're welcome anytime. The session is open for anybody that truly, truly wants to grow. And so I'm glad that you are here. So listen, you guys, Thank you.
I am in.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all of your contributions. Thank you for being open to receive. And I just want to say to you guys, thank you for the support. Right? Thank you for the support. Like 5 years ago, I didn't know anybody in this industry. And I just worked my ass off. I did it imperfectly. I did it consistently. I had the discipline. All the things that I share with you guys, I'm doing myself. I'm doing myself, and it's affording me tons of opportunities. Remember, I paid for opportunities, and now I'm getting paid in opportunities, you guys. Listen, all of that is available for you as well. So I encourage you guys to go out there this week and take action. Move the needle in your business, even if it's just a small little inch forward. That's all that matters, you guys. So thank you for being here. If you have the ability to hop into our mastermind at 10 o'clock for Fast Forward Movement, we'd love to see your faces there. But as always, my friends, as always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision. And make this week a week that truly matters. Peace.